Welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. We are continuing our journey to catch up on Love After Lockup. I think I'm gonna do the next couple of videos as a recap slash reaction video. So with that said, buckle it up, cuties, and let's get this show on the road. We are back with Quiana and Damodrick. Dude, I completely forgot that Damodrick's mugshot, he has Mickey Mouse ears. After waiting for well over an hour, Quiana finally gets to reunite with the love of her life.
There he is. That guy is right there. That boy is.
God, imagine being that excited to see a man who's cheated on you and has 6 babies with 3 different women.
Oh, man, that's all right.
Oh, look at his little Mickey Mouse ears grew. That's how you knew he grew up into a real boy in there. She's so happy to finally see the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
It's been 2 years since I've been able to touch and kiss on her.
Quiana is so fucking thirsty. Oh!
I'm probably not gonna let you go. Not
fine.
today for sure.
Oh, not today, but tomorrow, most definitely. G-Pod's looking the other way right now, so the two of them take this opportunity to kiss and touch and kiss and touch. Damn! Yo, his fingers are about to like pop a hole in there and go up her butthole. Holy crap.
I met Quiana when I was 16. She was 12. Quiana.
Nope, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. That doesn't mean they dated when she was 12, because that would be insane.
Quiana liked me. I told Quiana, when you get older, talk to me.
No, sir. No, sir. Never. I cannot imagine being 16. Being 16, right? I understand 16 is still a child, but I can't imagine being 16, going to a 12-year-old, practically an infant, and going, when you get older, hit me up, because I might want to bang you. Like, squeeze me?
Once I got to college, she would check on me, make sure I had what I needed.
I'm sorry, when you got to college, so when you were 18, this 14-year-old girl was checking up on you? What the fuck?
When I came back home from college, we finally decided we would talk and actually make something out of it.
They arrive at the halfway house and they are 15 minutes late, which is no bueno. And Damodrick goes inside and Quiana and G-Paw wait outside for over 2 hours until his counselor comes out to talk to them and give them some terrible news.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm his counselor. He is going to stay here.
I'm sorry, what?
He is going to stay here.
The counselor says that Damodrick has to stay there because he has entered a different prison division or something. So essentially they have to hold him until he is cleared to leave, which could take any amount of time. So Quiana goes home without her mans and she is so livid.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Oh, she was gonna get her guts rearranged, but now she gotta wait.
Making the fat one for all I can right now and choke on it.
Let's check in with Julius and Ashley and Alexis. God, he looks like he's 10. He looks like he belongs in, what is that movie? High School Musical. That's what yeah. Julius is getting released today, so Ashley is currently out shopping for some decorations and some add-ons to spice things up in the bedroom.
Baby!
The real surprise is when he asks you to keep it on.
Getting balloons, decorations.
Jeez. Hard day? Fuck. Oh my god, she looks so different! Who is she? No wonder she has the tattoos. It's the only way you can tell she's who she is. So Ashley decides to pass on the dinosaur mask, which I think is the wrong move, and she goes for a pair of handcuffs because that will not be traumatic at all for him.
Tomorrow's gonna be an all-day throwing back thing. I'm getting pregnant tomorrow.
I gotta say, it's very interesting how all of these girls are focused on having children with these men. Which, you know, that just wouldn't be my first thought. All of her friends are trying their best to be supportive, but they kind of hate Julius. They think that he is a steaming pile of wet diarrhea.
I feel like he's gonna get out and hurt her feelings, and
I didn't like him since day one. They were supposed to get matching tattoos.
I didn't realize that they were supposed to get matching name tattoos. Girly, if you tattooed his name on your chest and he did not do the same, he does not love you.
That's a big step to tattoo someone's name that really you haven't even met in person.
And she's like, oh, I'm gonna make babies with him tomorrow. That, what? Who? What? Why? Who? God, I would have immediately gotten that shit lasered off. Her friends are like, girly, he is a walking, talking red flag. And Ashley's like, I know, but red is my favorite color. Now, on the other side of town, we have got Alexis happy as hell because she is on her way to pick up her boo thing and take him home to ride his ding-a-ling until it falls off.
I can't wait to just get him out here. See him walk out those doors. I'm just gonna run to him.
You're free, you're with me, like, and it's surreal, honestly.
God, may I never be this excited to meet a man whose bar is below hell. Alexis cannot help but dream about the potential of her perfect future where she has a loving man who supports her and fills her up both emotionally and physically.
I'm most excited about talk about my long day at work or, talk about future plans with.
Oh girl, he is not gonna give a shit about any of that. Oh my god.
Going on dates and stuff. That's what I'm just most excited about.
Girl, he ain't gonna plan shit. So Alexis is waiting outside for Julius, and in comes an unexpected visitor, his brother-in-law.
I didn't know you was coming today.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Low-key, I am upset that Tyler's here at the release.
Hi.
There's another one? So Alexis is pretty pissed right now because Julius made it seem like today was just going to be about the two of them, and it would have taken literally zero effort on his part to let her know that that would not be the case. But before she has time to let her rage absolutely consume her, Julius pops his lanky ass body out the door and she is back in heaven. Oh my god, he's so skinny! Oh my god, he's a little waif of a thing! It looks like she's like welcoming in her baby brother.
I just love that he's a real man.
She's using that word loosely.
He wants to be the leader and take charge, and I just love that, so.
I feel like he's looking down because he's like, yeah, babe, that's right. Those are the lies that I told you. Julius's boys are like, he went to prison when he was just a little baby. So we are gonna make sure that we drug him up real good and have him dick down women from all over the ethnic spectrum.
He missed out on a lot of clubbing, a lot of girls, a lot of, experience.
Yo, he's so excited to bone down. He's so excited to finally get his dick in a lot of women that are not the people that he's dating.
Babe, let me get my cell phone.
Please? Julius tells us that when he went to prison, a lot of his friends bailed on him, and Alexis appeared out of nowhere and showed him so much blind faith and loyalty. So yeah, she is his ride or die.
She more than my girl, like she my best friend.
What about Ashley?
He's like, who? Julius has his very first legal sip of alcohol, and then he tells Alexis, thanks for coming all this way to pick me up, boo, but I'm actually gonna ride with the boys now. Bye!
All right, but I'm gonna just ride with them.
Yo, if I was Alexis, I'd be like, excuse me? Especially considering that I'm pretty sure she sent him money and, like, took care of him?
You about to have him for the rest of the day?
We about to be riding all the way home together.
They gotta talk about all the bitches he's gonna be slaying with his dong.
It makes me mad. Where were your boys all these 6 years? Why weren't they funding you?
Because you are a woman and he's using all of you for your money. He only respects the boys.
You gotta focus on who really focused on you.
Yo, I feel so bad for Alexis. She's about to feel what it's like to just be in love with someone who does not give a shit if you died tomorrow. So Julius gets in the car with the boys, he is on his smartphone, and the world is literally a different place because he has unfettered access to the internet.
Freedom to be able to communicate and connect with everybody that I ain't had in a long time.
Go on Instagram, follow all those thirst traps. Yeah, we know.
I got access to the world.
Oh, you have access to porn.
Who is the first person you're gonna call?
I'm calling Ashley.
Oh, because he needs money. Let's check in with Brooke and JK. Brooke meets up with JK's mom, a woman she has spent virtually no time with, and they are gonna go to his release together.
Is it gonna be a double bed? No. It's a single bed?
They got a shared bed. Oh.
Looks like we're cuddling tonight.
We're cuddling tonight, sister.
They get to their single bed room, and his mom is like, so how serious are you about JK? Like, do you want to marry him?
So let me ask you this. Do you want to marry JK?
I do.
Brooke is like, JK is nice to me, which is honestly something I have never experienced with any of my previous partners, and obviously, that must mean we are destined to be together, so yeah, I'm gonna lock that shit down right now because it definitely doesn't get any better than this, right?
I don't really have a time frame on when I expect JK to propose to me.
Yo, I need these girls to like up their standards. Like even a millimeter higher would be great.
We would like, obviously, have more babies and, of course, get married.
I like how our order of operations is have babies and get married. Like, girly, you've had 2 babies with 2 different men and both of those men left you. Maybe you should try the marriage first before having another baby. See how he is with your kids. See how he is with commitment. JK's mom's like, girly, shut up, okay? He has been in prison forever. The last thing he needs is to get married and have a kid within the first week of being a free man.
He needs to breathe free air and not have somebody telling him when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when to go to...
When to go to the bathroom? Ma'am. As you can imagine, Brooke is not super thrilled that JK's mom is basically telling her to leave her son alone, so she decides, for some reason, to ask him if he was quite the coochie slayer in his youth, and if she should be concerned at the amount of coochie he has slayed.
Was he a whore in the past? Is he still a whore? Like...
Who asks? What? And his mom is basically like, honey, my son was out there slaying and dong left and right, no problemo, okay? He was a whole meat market, and the ladies, they were a buy-in.
One time when he handed me the phone and he said, here, talk to my girlfriend. But he didn't tell me which one it was. So I picked one and I picked the wrong one. Got him in trouble.
Oh my God. Yo, if I was a mom and I had a son and he was like, talk to my girlfriend, and I didn't know which one, we would be having a very deep conversation, potentially putting him into therapy. Like, what the fuck? Now, things are not looking great for Brooke. It's very clear that JK's mom does not like her. So Brooke asks about Alex and what the sitch is with her. And his mom is like, oh, Alex, she's great. Love her. We talk all of the time. And then she goes on and on and on about how Alex was there for JK when he was in jail and she supported him and sent him money. And she even continues to keep in contact with them both.
I mean, she's kind of part of the family, I guess.
Damn. So Alex was the one who got away for JK and his mom. Ooh, sucks to be you, girly. Surprising absolutely no one, the conversation did very little to reassure Brooke about her relationship with JK. And now she's worried that once JK's a free man, he's gonna be a little man whore.
How much am I gonna have to worry about the other females?
Yeah, that's why maybe you shouldn't have a baby with him or, you know, get married tomorrow.
I can't sleep.
Damn, is she about to go to bed with a full beat on her face? That's hella gross.
Playing next to his mother.
Girl, if you don't go to sleep, put that phone down.
Let's meet Brooklyn and her prison boy, Brian. Brian has been in prison for the past 6 years for robbery, and the two have been dating the whole time, but they just made it official this year, which is a little weird to me, but okay.
Me and Brian didn't date, but we've always had our flirtatious moments.
I like how she was like, my dream guy is tall and hot. And I'm like, oh, so girly, you still trying to find him? Because you definitely don't have him. Brooklyn goes out to grab some drinks with her friends and her baby brother. And no one is really a big fan of Brian because they think that he's using her for money. Now, if you, like me, are wondering why a broke man is digging for gold in the pockets of a cheer coach, let me explain. Brooklyn lost her mother a while back, and she ended up suing the hospital for wrongful death, and she received a very large settlement. So everyone at that table believes that the man who went to prison for 6 years for robbery is trying to rob her.
I know he's not gonna make me be no provider. I know he about to turn up and he about to make sure me and his kids is straight.
You can say that all you want. He could say that all he wants, but until you actually see it happen, don't say that he's going to, okay? Wait until he does and then tell people that he is. And obviously, Brooklyn is over here so deep in denial that she thinks red flags are an aesthetic. And she's like, I am ready to have all of his babies today.
I want to have kids. It's like it's not a fairy tale, it's real life.
Why can't it?
If it was a fairy tale, he wouldn't have been in jail.
That's facts. Brooklyn fiercely tells the table that jail may be full of trifling scrubs, but her man is 100%, nay, 150% not like any one of them.
What I'm telling you is my man ain't doing that.
And then she rage quits out of this conversation to call up Brian, and she's like, so you love me for real, right?
G's are just, he really like grilling me like, what's he gonna do when he gets out of jail? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna be able to provide for you?
All 150% legitimate questions that you should have the answer to.
Do you love me? Since we've been together, we have been 100% faithful.
Listen, first of all, mans is in prison, okay? He literally cannot leave, and he's been there for years, so I feel like being faithful to you is not that hard. And I mean, if you guys are open and if he did talk to other women, you would know. Like, would you though? Would you?
Everybody keeps calling it a fairy tale. Like,
They shouldn't be calling it a fairy tale. They should really be calling it a delusion. Brian tries to tell her to stop listening to all the haters because what they have is special and real and once in a lifetime.
You'll find your person that you're willing to go through anything with, and that's what I feel like I got.
He's like, you just have to find someone that'll deal with all your bullshit, kind of like what I have. Like, girl, he basically just said that he found someone very tolerant to being disrespected. Brian is able to keep Brooklyn hooked on his words, and she saunters back into that bar floating on cloud 9 because her man's told her all of the things that she wanted to hear.
He's the one.
Okay. Have fun.
My life about to change. And is you with me or you not?
Let's check in with Bradly and Savannah.
Yeah, later. Out. Yeah, super hard.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like he was put into prison for no reason. So, Bradly is unexpectedly meeting up with Savannah's mother today, and he's not super excited about it because she is not his biggest fan, because she thinks the two of them are incredibly toxic together.
I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to stop doing stuff.
Well, we'll make it quick. We can just say hi.
They go inside, and honestly, everything turns out fine. Savannah's mom gives him a huge hug, and she tells him that despite their differences, she wanted him to come home to people who loved and supported him. The two head on upstairs, and Savannah is ready to get down and dirty because Girly is thirsty. But Bradly, on the other hand, says that he is way too pooped to pork. And this makes Savannah hella insecure because the man hasn't been able to stick his wiener inside of a warm body for literal years. You would think that no matter how tired he was, he would be down to take 5 seconds to pump and dump.
Sex isn't really like on my mind right now.
I mean, that's fair. He is very tired.
Her body has definitely changed dramatically since we started talking.
I'm sorry. I thought sex was not on his mind because he was tired because he just got out of prison. But sex is not on his mind because he's not attracted to her? Because she doesn't look like how she looked when she was 10 freaking years younger and on drugs? Are you fucking kidding? Bro, your body doesn't look the same either.
She's not doing drugs. So, I mean, she's not 130 pounds anymore. So.
You were in prison for 2 years. I know that they got a gym there. What else were you doing for 2 full years? I don't see you with a ripped jack body, asshole.
She's like 150, and that 150 on 5'4" is kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Throw him away. Throw the whole fucking man away. Okay, so that was episode 2. Holy crap. So I can already tell that I am going to hate Julius. I can also already tell that I'm going to hate aspects of Bradly. The sheer fact that he said that he was not thinking about sex because her body has changed and Savannah is still an attractive woman. Like, that really pissed me off and rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I cannot wait for Julius to meet Ashley. I'm just very curious what face she's going to have on. Because let's be honest, he has only ever seen heavily filtered photos of her face, and she does not look anything like them. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you for the next one. I cannot wait to keep riding this absolute train wreck. And as always, thank you for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye.